Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous 2-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
On today's Smart 7, new plans to get youth back to work, COP29 comes crashing to a close, and lots more. It's Monday, 25th of November. It's National Parfait Day, and happy birthday, Bruno Tanioli.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
It's set to be a busy week for Keir Starmer's Labour government as they prepare to reveal a much-anticipated Get Britain working package aimed at helping those on benefits re-enter the workforce. One of the key proposals is a youth guarantee, which promises every 18 to 21-year-old in England a spot in work or education. This comes after a report showed nearly 1 million young people were out of work, education or training between June and September. Work and Pensions Secretary Liz Kendall says mental health plays a major role in keeping young people out of work.
There is a genuine problem with mental health in this country, and if you look at the best evidence, there is an increase. People are much more anxious. You've seen actually a doubling of the number of young people who are not in education, employment or training saying that they have a mental health problem.
And on Friday, MPs will vote on the assisted dying bill, which would permit some terminally ill adults in England and Wales assistance to end their life. The bill's received cross-party support, and Shadow Housing Secretary Kevin Hollinrake says it's important to give people the choice.
I think it's important that everybody has their view, whatever their role is. I think it's very important we all listen to those views. I think I would like that choice. I want other people to have that choice. And I don't think it's the right for the state to prevent them having that choice.
Thursday saw the International Criminal Court issue arrest warrants for Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defence Minister Yoav Gallant for alleged war crimes, claiming there's reasonable grounds to believe the pair are responsible for starvation in Gaza. On Saturday, Netanyahu hit back in a video statement calling the decision anti-Semitic, but EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell dismissed the accusation and reminded member states that the warrants are binding.
You cannot say that every time that someone disagrees with the policy of one Israeli government is being accused of anti-Semitism. I have the right to criticize the political decisions of the Israeli government.
While several EU countries have pledged to enforce the arrests, Hungarian PM Viktor Orban has invited Netanyahu to visit, and US Senator Lindsey Graham has warned of sanctions against allies who act on the warrants. But Labour MP Diane Abbott says the UK government would comply.
Netanyahu is a war criminal. If it wasn't for him, this war wouldn't have been prolonged as long as it had been. So, yeah, I think he should be arrested. It's no question.
Russia has fired more than 800 KAB-guided bombs, 460 attack drones and 20 missiles at Ukraine over the past week, according to President Zelensky. He warned the country risks becoming a testing ground for new Russian weapons, calling it an international crime. At the same time, Ukraine is feared to have lost around 40% of the land it gained in its surprise incursion into Russia's Kursk region in August. Meanwhile, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot was in the UK this weekend to meet with his British counterpart David Lammy. While there, he reaffirmed France's commitment to Ukraine.
We will support Ukraine as intensely and as long as necessary. Why? Because it is our security that is at stake. Each time the Russian army progresses by 1 square kilometer, the threat gets 1 square kilometer closer to Europe.
At 3 a.m. Sunday, 33 hours behind schedule, the COP29 conference in Azerbaijan finally wrapped up. It was a rocky event to say the least, marked by the host country's president calling oil and gas gifts from God, and climate leaders declaring the summit unfit for purpose halfway through. It all ended with a pledge from richer nations to increase climate funding to a record $300 billion per year. But developing countries remain sceptical, worried by the amount and that much of the funding will come as grants and loans rather than direct aid. Still, UK Energy Secretary Ed Miliband insists the funding is substantial.
These are always very hard negotiations. But I think by anyone's standards, this is a very significant financial package. This is just an overall total. You've got new countries that haven't contributed before, like China, that are going to be counted for the first time, and that's important.
Still to come on the Smart 7, 4 in a row for Golden Boy Max Verstappen, and Rita Moreno's getting a Barbie right after this.
The holidays are all about sharing with family. Meals, couches, stories, grandma's secret pecan pie recipe. And now you can also share a cart with Instacart's Family Carts. Everyone can add what they want to one group cart from wherever they are, so you don't have to go from room to room to find out who wants cranberry sauce, or whether you should get mini marshmallows for the yams or collecting votes for sugar cookies versus shortbread. Just share a cart and then share the meals and the moments. Download the Instacart app and get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes. Plus, enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
Welcome back. Ruben Amorim's first game in charge of Man United was far from thrilling, ending in a 1-1 draw with Ipswich Town. The highlight came off the pitch when Ed Sheeran, a surprise Ipswich fan, gate-crashed his post-match interview. Meanwhile, Red Bull's Max Verstappen clinched his 4th straight World Drivers' Championship title after a 5th-place finish at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. He crossed the line almost 27 seconds ahead of title rival Lando Norris to make his lead insurmountable. It's been a tougher season for Max, with 8 wins and 13 podiums compared to the dominating 19 wins and 21 podiums last year, but he says he's proud of the fight.
It feels, of course, great. I mean, it's been a very long season. Many good races, but also many tough races, and it was all about just optimizing, trying sometimes, of course, to limit the damage. But at the end of the day, just very proud of what we have achieved.
Rita Moreno will be turning 93 next month, and the legendary actress and EGOT winner is being honoured by Mattel with a signature Barbie doll. Rita shot to stardom as Anita in the 1961 film adaptation of West Side Story, a role that earned her an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. She also made a special appearance in Steven Spielberg's 2021 remake. Beyond her acting, Rita's a passionate advocate for Latino representation and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2004. She was on Seth Meyers this week to talk about her new Barbie and her experience winning an Oscar back in the day.
I was so sure I wasn't going to win. I didn't even think of planning a speech, and then it turns out that the whole evening, because I was last, the whole evening the movie is winning, and I'm thinking, oh.
Pixar is heading to space with their new sci-fi adventure, Elio. The story follows 11-year-old space geek Elio, who accidentally becomes Earth's intergalactic ambassador after making contact with aliens. That's a lot of pressure for someone who hasn't even started high school. It features the voices of Jonas Kibreb as Elio and Jamila Jamil as Ambassador Questa, one of the planetary leaders tasked with showing Elio the ropes. Elio's landing in cinemas next summer, and the trailer's just dropped, so don't miss out.
I am Questa, leader of GOM.
And you're the leader of?
Earth?
Hear that, everyone? It's the leader of Earth.
Uh-oh. This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
So good, so good, so good. Perfect gifts? We've got them at Nordstrom Rack stores now. UGG, Nike, Barefoot Dreams, Kate Spade New York, and more. Find everything on their wish list all in one place.
Steve Madden? Yes, please.
It's perfect.
Did we just score?
The greatest gifts of all time? Yeah.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to score. Great brands, great prices, the greatest gifts of all time.